ever since young, my mother keeps telling us that you're Chinese, you're Chinese, you're Chinese.
Yeah.
And you have to learn Chinese.
Right.
So I was in an English school, but we had to learn Chinese at home.
Right.
Even Maopi and everything.
Oh, wow.
And so it's
Very
instilled in
cultural.
us that you have to visit the motherland.
Right.
And in the past, when people talk about the motherland,
Yeah.
it's every time we see this great grand aunt, she's 80 years old, she's going back to motherland.
Wow.
And then
which
like
part
two,
of,
three of them,
I'm just curious, which part of China was she from?
our family is from Fujian.
Ah, okay.
So every time we see like these 2, 3 great grand aunties, after they're gone, they never came back. Because they're all going home to
Oh, wait, you
spend
mean...
the rest of their whatever remaining years they have in China.
So you literally still had relatives in Fujian?
No, they were in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But at that time, the government allowed people above the age of 70 or 60 to go.
That's right.
So
They
that's
were
when
restricting.
they will ask permission to go back
Yeah.
to spend the rest of what remaining years in
Oh my
China because they want to
gosh.
die in the motherland. Some of them were born in China and they came to Malaya
Wow.
as little girl or as a little girl. and all that.
Yeah.
So every time, oh, great grand aunties, and my mother would tell us, you'll never see her again.
Oh.
And we were like, oh my goodness, that means this is it, you know,
Yeah,
we'll never
so
see
you
her
really
again.
had a personal
so
connection.
So when friends started to go to China at that time, I was very curious, and oh, so wonderful, so excited for them, you know. And then one day I got a call from my former boss, whom
Yeah.
I was working with. She
Yeah.
got married, her husband got transferred to China, and she went with him. She called me, she said, Hilda, and then before she said anything to me, I said yes. And she said, how do you know that I was going to ask you? I said, you wouldn't have called me all the way during office hours to talk to me.
That's not
There
even
must be a
sixth sense.
job. She said, yes. So I said, yes. And she said, okay. And then
And how soon after that did you come?
within a month, of course, I have to resign
Oh
from
my
my former
gosh.
job. And I went home, told my parents, and my uncle would say, are you sure you want to do this? I said, yes, I want to do that. I've always
Yeah.
wanted to do this.
Yeah,
Ever
when
since-
you first decided to come, were your friends just thinking you were out of your
Yes,
mind?
yes.
Like, what are you doing going back to a
especially
third
a girl.
world country from?
Especially a girl, you know.
Right.
I had just done.
But
the-
were you fluent in Mandarin when you first came to China?
Quite.
Not me.
I was.
You were, but
I was-
you.
I was.
So Bobby,
because I speak Cantonese in Malaysia,
Ah,
right? And
right,
Fujian.
right.
But when I came here, so of course what I did was I basically think, well, this is the tone. So I translate mentally from Cantonese to Mandarin. And you know, so when I have a meeting with my team, or when I'm talking to them, and when
Yeah.
suddenly I see their face blank, then I say, oh, that means I must be talking in Cantonese.
So we're talking about a time where China just opened up to the world. How many people in a percentage ratio spoke English?
I think they can speak English, but it's just that they are not comfortable with it. They're not used to it.
Yeah, and not confident enough
Right.
to have a proper conversation.
But if you were speaking to them, they would understand
would, yes,
everything
yes,
that you
yes,
were
yes.
saying.
They will.
Those who are mid secretaries.
Yeah, especially those who work in the hotel
okay.
industry, basically.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that was a little bit of an exception. You're talking about like probably the cream of the crop kind of
Basically, yes.
people in.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
what were their backgrounds? Like the ones that you actually got a chance to work with?
most of them are university students.
Went to school
and
to
all
learn
that.
English.
Yeah.
They normally major in English.
English.
Okay.
They go to university
so
and they major in English.
at that time, was it like the hip new thing for all, China's opening to the world and everyone knows, okay, we want to have financial, investors, we have to be able to speak English and communicate with these new businessmen and everything. Was that like the hip new thing now?
Well, it's not just English. I mean, it all depends on their interest. There are people who speak Japanese, Korean, French.
So there were actually a lot of different expats here at that time
Many.
already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because the embassies as well, don't forget, you have
Right.
the embassies and
Yeah.
people work in the embassies.
Yeah.
They have to have certain proficiency in their languages.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to see so many people. Met Chinese who spoke French, Spanish and all that. I was laughing because I was, oh my goodness, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
In the hotel and there are people speaking so many languages.
It's not a problem even at that time if you have a group and you're a meeting group in the hotel and you need translators. No
Yeah.
problem.
No problem.